From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor. 500 help.
That's right, Taylor, 500 help. You still need your furnace to work in Rochester in April because it's a little chilly. So if your furnace isn't working up to par, call the guys at Taylor 500 help and they will come over and make sure they service your furnace, make sure it is working, and make sure you are toasty warm inside your house. You know, Taylor, they do it all. They come over, they make sure your air conditioning is working. They do heating, they plumbing, they do home energy, they do comprehensive maintenance plans. And if your house is drafty on a cold, windy day like today is, I want to say winter, but it's not winter, just Tom. It is spring, but it feels like winter. But if your house is drafty on a windy day like today, the great thing about Taylor is they do insulation. So they will come over, take stock of what needs good insulation in your home, and they will do that for you. And if your air conditioning, your AC and your furnace not really up to par, kind of crap the bed, don't stress those important repairs or replacements, because Taylor can make sure they have a financing plan in place for you. And if you're looking for a job, you're in good luck, because there are plenty of positions available at Taylor. They're hiring. Current opportunities are HVAC techs, plumbers, project managers, and office personnel. It's Taylor Heating and Plumbing at Taylor 500 Help. Precision Lawn and Garden. They're located at North Avenue in Webster. Precision Lawn and Garden has been servicing surrounding Rochester areas with professional sales, service, and parts since 1969. We're coming up on lawn mowing season. Have you mowed your lawn yet? Just Tom, you done that? No? An answer would be good here. No? Your mic's not on?
My microphone was not on, Kimberly.
Yeah, so they have chainsaws if you need to do a little tree work, lawn mowers. They have snow blowers. They have all the parts that you could possibly want. Toro, Kawasaki engines, Cub Cadet, Aaron's, Precision Lawn and Garden. Kimberly and Justin are your folks that you need to talk to up there. It's Precision Lawn and Garden. And Express Sealer, 645-2010. 645-2010. Talk to Brian. He seals driveways in the summer. He plows in the winter. So make sure you call Express Sealers at 645-2010.
Is this on?
Mm-hmm.
Are we live?
We're live.
I don't usually turn you on during the sponsors because you just make all the noises and rustling papers.
Let's get this clear, Austin. You don't ever turn me on. Live from the We the People broadcast studio in cloudy 41-degree Irondequoit, New York.
Hi.
She's got her game face on today, so look out. Here she is. It's Kimberly Ray.
I got a retro Buffalo Bills jersey. I don't know if you guys
Go
can see
Bills.
it, but I ordered it. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I ordered it way too big.
So it looks a little comfy.
It's giant. It is giant. I guess I accidentally ordered a men's large when I should have ordered a women's large, because I like things to be, just a little bit baggy. I don't like things to be tight. And I guess I wasn't paying attention. The arms, are we getting a little bit of feedback, Austin, by the way? Are you hearing that, or is it just me?
I think that might just be you. But
Austin is back, Striker. Yes, he is. Austin is back. Yes, it's Kimberly's Revolution. I am in my Buffalo Bills retro jersey today. Hi, everyone, all the Patriots. Thank you for joining us today. It is Kimberly's Revolution on the We the People Podcast Network. It might be those headphones there. I didn't even think about that. Thank you. I don't know where we really appreciate Austin. We appreciated him. He said, how did everything go when I was gone on vacation? And I'm like, we shit the bed.
Right.
The whole show just kind of shit the bed last week. I don't know. The camera didn't work. I was like over this way, looking that way.
It was high quality entertainment.
None of my videos would play. Just Tom was over there. I don't know what Tom
that was my
doing.
normal. Don't know what the hell I'm doing self.
Well, that's true. Yeah, exactly.
Non-professional.
So just Tom joining us, and of course, Austin is here with us.
Did you see what Scott posted?
What?
Scott said, "Be nice." We love you, Scott.
I love you, Scott. But seriously, I don't know what happened. You trained the dude.
Well, that's why sometimes I have to go out of town just to remind everybody why I'm the most important.
You're the man. You're the podcast people man.
And if
Exactly.
you want to start your own podcast, go to the expert.
Scott Fitch. No, Austin Scott.
Fitz at Rockvox Productions. That's ROCVOX Productions. If you want to start your own, if you want to just do a podcast with a bunch of your friends, if you have a corporation that wants to do a podcast, but you don't want to invest in all the equipment, then I seriously say you call Scott at Rockvox Productions. He knows how it works over in his studio. He comes over here and we foobarred everything. That's why he couldn't figure out things over here, because I come in and I touch things and immediately I screw it up. That's what happened.
Well, we would love to give Austin a raise. However, he's the only one getting paid right now. So,
Right.
so there's limited funds here.
Yeah. Before we even get started, I want to show this picture of this fabulous woman. Meet the illustrious, the smart, the beautiful federal judge, Catherine Kimball Mzell. She is the Trump-appointed federal judge who just ended that ridiculous CDC illegal transit
Until tomorrow,
mask.
until they find some other judge.
She is an American hero of all heroes. And there she is, federal judge. That is who she is. She was, she's 35 years old. She clerked for Justice Clarence Thomas. She was appointed by President Trump and confirmed by the Senate in November of 2020. And she is the judge that yesterday overturned the CDC's unlawful mask mandate on planes, trains,
In automobiles.
and it should be automobiles, because I still see dumbasses riding around in their cars
Right.
by themselves
Right.
with a mask on.
I saw a guy outside on the sidewalk in like 50-mile-an-hour winds by himself with a mask on. Maybe he was using it for
Why
like
is he so afraid?
for wind. He's using it as a windbreaker.
And I'm like, I'm still confused as to why this is still a top story. COVID. It's just a cold now. Why is it still a main number one leading story? But anyway, congratulations
All right.
to federal Judge Mzell.
Until tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
They'll find some other judge to overturn it the other way. So
Can't she be the end all be all
No,
judge?
it doesn't work that way.
Is there anybody?
It's called the
this is-
Supreme Court.
Yeah, but she's a federal judge.
Yeah, there's
Is
always
this
one.
like rock, paper, scissors?
Right.
Right.
Right. They'll take
I don't know. I
They'll
don't,
take it to the 9th district or someplace out in
and that's
Seattle.
higher than a federal judge?
No, but just another one.
I don't know why I'm talking to you about this. Where's Chad? I don't mean to insult you, but I'm just saying.
They always get
why am I
that.
talking to you about what the highest level of judgeships
Remember
are?
when they had with the kids in school, and then the kids in school didn't need masks, and then like 2 days later they had them put back on, and they had like 2 days off with no mask? That's what's going to happen.
In her 59-page ruling, Judge Mzell said the only remedy was to vacate the ruling entirely because it would be impossible to end it for the limited group of people, and objected to it entirely in the lawsuit. The judge said a limited remedy would be no remedy at all, and that the courts have full authority to make a decision such as this, even if the goals of the CDC in fighting the virus are laudable. Because our system does not permit agencies to act unlawfully, even in the pursuit of desirable ends, the court declares unlawful and vacates the mask mandate, she wrote, which should have been done a long time ago. We know this, right? So the Justice Department declined to comment yesterday afternoon when asked if the government planned to appeal the ruling. You know, they're already filing the papers. They're like writing, they're filing, they're getting it done. They're probably hyperventilating. They're breaking out in hives. They're trying to figure out the next wave of what are we going to do? We've got to keep the man down. We've got to figure out a way to do it. That's the only thing they know.
You just read all that, and all I got was Charlie Brown's school teacher.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, Kimberly is talking again.
Right.
Talk.
So there we go. So no more, and people on planes are cheering.
Oh, I know. There's a lot of videos.
They're so
TikTok.
excited.
Why couldn't she have
Right?
done this last week when I flew down to Florida?
Oh.
It's ridiculous.
How was the plane ride to Florida?
Uncomfortable. I had to wear a mask the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
And also,
It's such nonsense.
airline seats are not designed for people over 6 foot.
Yes.
Just
My husband's 6'4". He would agree with you.
yes.
We have to get an aisle seat for him no matter where we go. If it's concerts, aisle seat. Kimberly, did you get an aisle seat? Got an aisle seat. Plain aisle seat. Got to get an aisle, because riches.
Well, he has so very few requests, so I think it's okay to grant him that
He
one.
knows better.
Right. That was my point.
Depending on my mood, he might. He knows. You know
She
what?
just look at you like, really? What are you asking me?
You and I kind of got into a little discussion yesterday.
We did?
Yeah, a little discussion. I mean, I know everyone. I'm so conflicted on this because you guys have seen this blog with this guy around.
Right.
The King of Rochester has written this blog.
Michael Megason.
And as well as anyone knows that I have worked with this radio personality for a number of years. Like him, get along with him, have no problem with him. Consider him an equal. He's kind of a nut. I mean, he's got 10 kids. I mean, the fuck has time for that, right? He's got 10 kids, but whatever. I don't have to feed him. It's not my deal, right?
Mhm.
And there's just a blog out there that is fairly shocking, and you and I had a conversation about it. Many people are having conversations about it, and a couple of people had tweeted it. I didn't even know it was out there
Mhm.
until I think Chad sent it to me.
Shocker. Well, Michael's a friend of the show. He's been a guest on this show.
Yes, yeah. So Chad sent me the blog about this radio personality, and the details were a tad shocking. And so, then I saw it like 2 hours later on Twitter. Someone had tweeted it, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to tweet it.
It's out in the public.
It's out there because I am of the mindset, and I looked at those text messages. I can't unsee the pictures. I gotta be honest with you.
I never got that far.
I think it's fucking laughable. Your dick is small and whatever. I don't want to see it, and it's flaccid. No one wants to see your hairy fucking pubes.
Did he have to work it up to get it to there too?
Like Play-Doh, apparently. I don't know. No one wants to see that.
No one wants to see it.
But regardless, I don't know about the pictures. Pictures can be anything. I don't know if any of it's true. I don't know. I haven't talked to the woman. I haven't talked to Megs. I don't know if any of it is true. I have looked at the text messages. I have text messaged with this person, and it does seem to be his phone. I don't know. But what I will tell you is, since Friday, I have talked to 2 other women that have reached out to me personally that I know had and told me the story about what happened to them. And it's disgusting. And one lady I feel horrible for. And, of course, everyone's going to have their opinions. Oh, it didn't happen. Oh, everyone's making it up. Oh, everyone wants this person off the air. Everyone will try to get a conservative voice off the air. Oh, blah, blah. You're a racist. You're a racist liar. Has nothing to do with me. You can call me any name you want. I really don't. I don't have a feeling on it. I don't have a take on it, whatever. I just think that if every single day you're going to get on the air and spout you're holier than thou, I'm a Christian, whatever bullshit, your moral compass, if it's going to point due north and you're going to spout as such, better point due north, right? You got a wife and 5 kids at home.
Right.
And you're going to spout your Christian bullshit. You better be walking the walk as you talk the talk, sir. Right? Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. It's none of my business. But one of the women that reached out to me the whole thing floored her. So I don't know about the first woman, but I do know about the second and third. And the second and third absolutely happened. So what, and people are going to doubt and whatever, and people can doubt all they want. They can have any opinion that they want. They can say anything they want. They can think Kimberly has an agenda, or this blog person has an agenda, or whatever. And that's fine. But people are not who you think they are.
Except for me.
Except for you. Well, you are just one of those people, Tom. That
I am who I am.
There's, but people try to portray themselves as something that they're not. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's to mask the evil that's going on behind, And one of the women said to me, the third woman that reached out to me said, and I quote, that her dad always told her to flee in the appearance of evil. And she said when this person started doing what he was doing, she knew right then that it was a bad, bad thing. And he just kept on, and he kept on, and he kept doing what he was doing. And she absolutely did not reciprocate. Not like the second and not like the first. The third was completely different than the second or the first. There's a fourth I haven't talked to.
Well, as a one woman, one man kind of guy, I don't understand this at all. But, we don't know their situation with, his relationship with his wife. We don't know any of that. So, there's a lot of.
Do you sext?
Of course not. I don't. My wife doesn't even.
Can I just say?
No, it's ridiculous.
Why are 50-somethings sending dick pics to each other or sexy? Don't. Just don't, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
No one wants to see that. We're in our 50s. No one. Just don't. No. No one wants to see your hairy stomach, guys. Ladies, God love you. And maybe some of you in your 50s have got it going on. But, we don't look like we did when we were in our 20s. Let's just keep the lights dim.
Right. Well,
and don't take a picture of that. I've always said, even from the morning show days, don't take a picture. Don't put it in writing. Don't text it. Don't do any of those things. Don't send a picture into the show chat. Don't. But again, I mean, I don't know things that go on in people's personal lives, nor do I want to know. But I think when it starts affecting more than one person, I think others have to speak out. And I think that when the moral agenda of a person is to put down others and make them feel bad, others have to speak up.
Well, these are all consensual relationships that we know.
No, there's
of, right?
nothing illegal.
Right.
No, absolutely not.
It's between him and his family, and
yeah.
Hopefully they figure it out.
Yeah. But I'd work on, there's a pill for that. I mean,
Viagra?
it doesn't have to be that way.
Prozac?
It doesn't have to. I'm just saying, I don't know if maybe you take a couple of pictures and pick the best one and send that one. Maybe do some manscaping in the future for reference. I mean, if we're
it's like those TikTok makeup tutorials. You really gotta, do some magic, make it look nice.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you just use somebody else's? I mean, they don't know what it looks like, right?
No amount of magic that's going to help those pictures get out of my mind. I can never unsee those pictures. I had someone call me over the weekend.
Can't you catfish a dick pic?
Used to be in TV news here, and it calls me on Sunday and says, "What the fuck is going on in Rochester? Why am I seeing someone's, flaccid penis on my?" And I said, "I don't know."
Right.
I don't know. He said, "This is being sent everywhere in the news media." And I said, "I know. I got it Friday." I said, "I know. It's everywhere." And again, while certain people are out sowing their wild oats and being their manly Mormon self.
Right.
You have someone's wife at home taking care of the kids, doing her thing. That's, and I'm just going to say, in case anyone's listening and this has ever happened to them, and I'm sure this has been a conversation between them, or hopefully it will be. If it hasn't been, it needs to be, right? And maybe it is. Maybe they got an open border relationship.
Who knows?
Right? Isn't that what you called it? An open border?
Who knows?
They got the open pass. They got the hall pass.
The hall
whatever.
pass.
I mean, I as a woman might see some of these things that are going on, and I might.
Maybe they stick the pineapple upside down in that family. Who knows, Kimberly?
What does that mean?
Don't know what that means.
No, what does that mean?
Well, maybe somebody on our listenership will tell you what.
Why don't you tell me what that means?
That means that you wife swap.
Ew. Ew. No.
Or, a little bit more open.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe maybe they go to the nude beach in in St. Martin.
oh God. Yeah. I've been to St. Martin, but not to the nude beach.
Right.
I have a hard time keeping up with the husband I got, but I will say this. I will just say that
Jose knows all about the pineapple.
you lost her with the. I will just say this. If I'm the wife in this relationship,
Right.
and I find out about this, I'm not a violent woman, and I'm certainly not advocating that anyone follow my advice. I'm just saying, I pick up, I don't know, baseball bat, fork, butter knife.
Mrs. Woods used a 9-iron.
Perhaps a shovel, whatever's handy. And I just beat the living shit out of him. Just a couple swats, just to let him know what you think of the little extracurriculars that have been going on.
Well, married to an Italian, I'm well aware of that possibility. Trust me.
Yes, like Mrs. Woods,
Right.
Miss Tiger Woods,
With a
who
9-iron.
went after him with a freaking golf club, and I don't blame her.
Mhm.
I don't blame her at all. And I dollars to donuts that would make her feel a whole lot better. Again, I am not a woman who advocates violence, but it sure would make you feel a whole lot better.
What?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not at all. But again, I agree with Austin. Maybe perhaps a camera tutorial with some lighting and how to manscape, and maybe, I don't know, an angle that might make it appear bigger.
Doesn't
Sir.
Ron Jeremy share his member for others to share?
Dear sir, gentle listener.
Use a meme, people.
Maybe just get something like in the background to like sort of force perspective it, and make it look bigger. Like you
Willy
get like
Wonka?
a cocktail weenie and be like, oh man, look at this full size hot dog.
Yeah, he'll be all cocked and ready then, wouldn't he? No. You know what?
Right.
I would say, Austin, that none of that would even help. I don't think it would even help. It would still look shriveled and old.
It probably
Sad. Just sad. Sad state of affairs.
Well, maybe it was a cold day in Rochester that day.
He just got out of the pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, there are naysayers out there. They can naysay all they want. And I don't know. I just know about the two women I talked to. That's all. That's all I got. And they told me their stories, and I told them, it's interesting about religious men, isn't it? I mean, they, Jimmy Swaggart, Jim Baker, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're all assholes.
Pope John Paul II.
they're all assholes who, preach the word of God while they're sticking it to as many women as they possibly can.
Or men.
Or that, well, yeah, Jimmy Swaggart did not discriminate, did he? He did the men and women. Have you seen Tammy Faye, The Eyes of Tammy Faye?
No.
With Jessica Chastain? You have got to see that movie.
Is that a Lifetime movie?
No, it's on like she won the Oscar for it.
Oh, yeah.
Jessica Chastain.
Well, then I'm definitely not watching it.
Jessica Chastain plays Tammy Faye Baker, and but you look at some of these religious men, and they're all in the head. They're just all screwed up, and they're the biggest sinners. Oh, you got to love the sinners and hate the sin, right? Hallelujah.
Amen, sister.
But yeah, so that I don't know. Do what you want Monday through Saturday and better on Sunday. Well, apparently you preach it during the week on the radio, and then you do what you want. I mean,
there is something called confession, and we can repent. We can repent our sins, and then we will all be forgiven.
This kind of evil doesn't
say
go
your
away.
42 Hail Marys and have a shot of whiskey, and you're good.
This kind of evil is deep. Kind of evil that makes you do those kind of things doesn't go away with just saying a couple of Bible verses and repenting and sitting in a church pew. It's got to be a lot more than that. But that's all I've got to say about that.
All right. All right, Forrest. What else is on the calendar?
All right. So listen, of course, we sell real estate here at Kimberly's Revolution. The We the People Podcast Network is under the Revere Realty, of course, umbrella. And I just wanted to let you know that if you have, so I have clients that are looking for warehouse space.
We have clients?
We have a couple of clients that we're looking for warehouse space. We're looking at what? In between like 4 and 5,000 square feet?
4 to 6,000 square feet.
4 to 6,000 square feet with at least 1,000 to 1,500 square feet of that office space, right? And it needs to have an overhead door. So if you know someone, or if you are someone that you think, you know what, it's time to retire and go to Florida, and I'm just going to get rid of the business that I've been running, and you're going to get rid of your warehouse. We have clients that are looking for a warehouse space that is on preferably the west side of town. They're operating now in the city, and for reasons that you can probably understand,
they're busting at the seams.
They need more space. They need more space. So we're looking
we aim to please.
Because what do they have now? They've got like 2,000 square feet.
Yeah, like 2,500.
And he wants to add another great big giant machine. So he wants to kind of get out. So, and then I have someone who is looking for lake property on the east side. We're talking Webster, Williamson, Ontario.
Mm-hmm.
So eastern Monroe County and Wayne County.
Yeah. Good point, Strike. There was a fire in Ogden.
What's that? Well, that barn
fire in Ogden.
Well, that barn at Buffalo Road and Whittier is out of the question. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you know anyone that is getting ready to sell their lakefront property in either Webster out that direction or in Wayne County with a little bit of land to it, we are looking
cash money.
We are looking for someone that is looking to sell their property, because we have buyers. We have buyers for the warehouse property, and we have buyers for the lakefront property as well. So give us a call. Do you remember this girl that she's 19 years old? She was 13 when she was on Dr. Phil. She goes by the name Bad Baby.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of Austin? Have you heard of Bad Baby?
I've heard of Bad Baby.
Bad Baby is 19 years old, speaking of real estate. And she got her start on Dr. Phil, and she was fighting with her mother. I don't know. She's had a childhood, I guess. But she's the cash me outside girl.
Never heard of. I only watched Jerry Springer, Kimberlina.
It's not even on anymore.
Just the reruns.
Can we play the video?
All right, let's hear it.
Okay.
Ain't nobody gonna catch me.
Because you're too streetwise?
Yup. And all these hoes laughing like so funny. Talking about the audience that they're laughing at her.
Did you say the hoes are laughing?
Yep.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes?
Yep. Catch me outside. How about that?
Huh?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch you outside?
Cash
What
me
does that mean?
What I just said.
What I just said. 13 years old then.
Mhm.
on Dr. Phil. Catch me outside. How about that? Oh my God, I'd be mortified as that was my daughter. But her name is it's not Bad Baby, but it's actually Danielle Bergoli, and she just bought a $6.1 million house
Nice.
in Florida, all cash deal.
She's TikTok famous, huh?
On April 3rd. It was once owned by NFL player Jason Pierre-Paul. So
Sure.
that is the house that she just bought in Florida.
Good for her.
Here she is. Here she is now. I don't know if you can see this picture. But yeah, this is the second ultra fabulous house that she has purchased.
Real estate's a good investment.
Yeah. So you're wondering, so again, I mean, it's got 2 full walk-in closets like that are just, so she, I mean, she's got a couple of things where she's got an agent. She's been doing a couple of like, I don't know, a couple of
Apparently porn.
Atlantic record deals. Okay. So yeah. So have you ever heard of this subscription platform called OnlyFans?
Sure.
I have not.
That's where middle-aged women show their feet and make money.
I'm sorry, what? So I've not heard of the pineapple and I've not heard of OnlyFans.
OnlyFans?
Where have I been? I don't even know.
Hold on, Tom. What are you looking up on OnlyFans?
I don't know. I've just heard.
You
So-
can find regular porn on there too.
She joined OnlyFans last year and made $1 million in the first 6 hours on the platform. She earns about $100,000 to $300,000 per month on paid social endorsements.
It's a subscription.
Well, no, but this is separate. So she earns $100,000 to $300,000 on paid social endorsements. She has a recording contract. I don't know what she sings. She has meet and greet sessions that she makes 40 grand off of. She earns $2 million through product placements in her videos, and she paid $6 million cash for that house right there. Look at that.
She's a hustler.
All cash deal. So this is her second. So she's got another house that she paid all cash for, and it was like $3 million.
Good
So-
for her. Welcome to America.
I would have loved to have been the real estate agent on that deal. That would
Yeah.
have been a great deal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so obviously, you know, the last couple of years have been very good for Bad Baby.
Well,
And
you know,
she
with
spells
COVID,
BHAD BHABIE.
with COVID, people had a little extra money to spend and they were all at home.
Well,
So,
I don't know what they're doing now, but 35% of Americans just cut a subscription service. I don't know if you knew that.
Wow.
Did you see that?
no.
Because of inflation, 35% of Americans cut the subscription to something.
I heard Disney Plus has been cut a lot lately.
What's on Disney Plus that's worth watching?
A lot of things. Star Wars,
Eh.
all the Disney shows.
No,
The Marvel movies.
no,
No?
not watching it.
That terrible Home Alone reboot.
Oh, is that on? I did not know
I
that.
do enjoy me some Disney Plus, even though they're liberal hacks.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Oh.
I don't have Disney Plus, so I'm
No?
nope, I'm not getting it. Speaking of cartoons, so over the weekend was Easter. Did you have the baby over Easter?
We went to my mom's for Easter, brought the baby over. Danielle posted a whole bunch of pictures. I don't know if you got to see the Easter pictures.
I did. She's cute as
Yeah.
a button. It was
Next Tuesday, she'll be in studio.
She'll be in studio
I don't
with
know
us.
what we're going to do with her.
Baby Sophia.
My plan is to sit her in the chair, in her high chair.
And she'll have her
and
own podcast.
She'll have her own camera, and she just screams a lot.
She'll just entertain us.
She'll scream a
I'm
lot.
excited for that. She'll have more to say than you.
Yes, probably.
That's exciting to me.
And she flaps her arms.
I'm excited about that. So I want to show you the Easter Bunny. So there are two videos of our President Biden,
Is he still that?
and they're both kind of sad. One, he's at a speaking engagement. I believe it was on Saturday. So let's show the speaking engagement where I think he forgot where he was. I don't know what he is going on in his mind, if anything.
It's almost Weekend at Bernie's at this point.
And then the second one, the Easter Bunny kind of is guiding him. and comes and grabs him and takes him away from the crowd because he's starting to talk about things that apparently he's not supposed to be talking about. So let's look at the first video where he's having the conversation. Austin.
God bless you all.
There's no one there. There's literally
Can't
no
make
one
this
there.
shit up.
Now where's he walking? He doesn't know where he's going.
Exit stage left, Mr. President.
No one helps him. That's what I hate. I hate that no one is like,
His handlers are letting this country down.
can we see that again?
That is
God
hilarious.
bless you all.
There's no one there. Who are you shaking hands with?
Well, he's used to seeing a giant rabbit right next to him, like Harvey. You know.
No, let's go to Harvey.
Pakistan should not, and Afghanistan should be free.
Oh, the Easter Bunny, Mr. President.
Nope, Mr. President. Nope. He was talking. Did you hear what he was talking
Is
about?
that Saki in that costume?
He was talking about Afghanistan and what happened during the foobarring of the pullout of Afghanistan. Then they pulled him away from the crowd. No. The Easter Bunny is directing him away. Can we one more time with
They got
that?
nice grass at the White House.
Pakistan should not, and Afghanistan should be free.
Oh, the Easter Bunny, Mr. President.
Okay. No talk, Mr. President. Nope. We can't have you talking about anything important.
So you're saying the Easter Bunny is controlling our country,
Yes.
ruling our country,
Yes.
Kimberlina.
100%.
All right. I'm good with that.
100%.
Why not? Somebody's got to do it. Let the Easter Bunny do it.
You look at that and you go, wow.
I'm sure
What
there must have been some like, sort of Secret Service guy in that costume. Just, oh, shut the fuck up, Joe. Oh, go.
Right.
It's like, what is happening here? The Easter Bunny is like shoving the president back so he can't have a conversation because they can't let Joe speak because Joe just kind of rambles.
I'm surprised he didn't try to pet the Easter Bunny.
Good bunny.
Yeah, nice bunny.
Good, nice bunny. Yeah. Speaking of petting someone. Let me.
Yeah, it
is
could be
Obama in that
costume?
Yeah, Laura, that's funny. Is Obama in that costume? No. Who knows where the Obamas were? So this is speaking of petting someone. I tried to pet her and she just wasn't having it. So this is my 2-year-old rescue dog.
She is Dixie Doo.
This is Dixie Doodle. And I had to have her at the vet yesterday because in the 2 years that I've had this dog, she has never been groomed.
Come on.
Why, you ask?
You a bad mommy?
Why? I have had her to the groomers. In fact, Janice at K9 Design in Greece is my groomer. And I have had her there. And within 10 minutes of dropping Dixie Doodle off at Janice, and Janice has done all of my dogs. And for the 21 years that I've lived here in Rochester, Janice has groomed every single dog I've owned. And there have been many.
Right.
I'm 10 minutes down the road and Janice calls me and says, I can't groom her. You have to come get her. This is the only dog that she's not been able to groom because she is spastic. She is out of her mind. She won't let Janice touch her. She can't put a muzzle on her or anything.
Can't you use a Flowbee or something on her?
So she is so matted behind the ears. And if you come at her with scissors, or even if you try to hide them, this dog is super smart. She knows. This dog freaking knows. So I had to go to the vet yesterday. Of course, you just can't go to the vet and get sedatives. They want you to bring the dog in so that they can charge you, so that you have to get the shot. So we got 2 shots yesterday, and then they gave her Trazodone or I don't know, something, a sedative, so that now I have to sedate my dog before I take her to get groomed. And hopefully that will work. But this dog is 2 years old and has never been given a bath and has never been groomed.
I was wondering why she was looking all raggedy.
She doesn't look raggedy, but she could use a good grooming. That is absolutely true. But here's what I want to know. And Austin, I'm going to make this your job. Where can we find those things for people? Those party hats. They call them party hats. So they call them party hats. Can we get those for people and just put them on them so that they can never speak again?
I don't know where you'd put it on. I don't know if the muzzle would, work on a person's face.
I don't know. Can we just make what?
I can't go where I'm thinking.
Well, can't we just tie a person's mouth off so they can never speak again?
Sure. Duct tape.
I know what you're thinking. How about you, Kimberly? How about we start with you? I get it. I know what you're thinking.
Well, don't in the
You're
movies they
wrong.
take like the shirt and they shove it and then they duct tape over them. I don't know.
Yeah. Here's what I think is really funny about what's going. I thought the Washington D.C. Easter Bunny thing was funny, but
that was funny.
Here's what I really think is funny. I really think it's funny that the Texas governor is dropping the migrants off that are coming across the border. They're loading them up. The governor has had enough in Texas, and he's like, ship them off to D.C.
Here's your
So,
papers. Get out of here.
Let me show you the families and the children. Oh, I'm sorry. They're not families and children. They're men in their 20s and 30s. Cartel members. Those look like family and children to you, families, men with getting off with young ladies and little kids.
He's got pretty good swag after walking 1,000 miles in his bare feet.
Looks pretty damn good, right? Yeah. So so that is one of, I think, as of Friday or as of yesterday. Between Friday and yesterday, there were 10 buses or 11 that left Texas filled with immigrants that decided that they were going to come across state lines, that the governor of Texas, Governor Abbott, said, you're not staying here. Get on a bus, drive them, give them food, drive them to D.C., drop them off in front of the White House. And they are. And I love it.
Do you think they let him have a pretty good cooler there on the bus ride? It's a long ride from Texas to DC.
Do those buses
You could do at least a 12-pack.
Do they have bathrooms in the back of those buses? I would think that they would.
They do.
Those are like the big time buses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But my first thought when everyone's saying, oh, they're children. Oh, they're men. Those aren't children.
No.
And those aren't families.
He's somebody's children.
Those are grown ass men.
Right.
Have,
as far as we know,
no reason to be here in the United States of America. No reason to be coming across the border illegally, except, I don't know, maybe to cause trouble. Maybe because they're, I don't know if they're members of the cartel. I mean, I don't want to profile or anything or judge because I'm not one of those girls.
Hopefully he gets a job and has an outstanding life here in the United States. Let's be optimistic here, Kimberly. Let's be optimistic. He looks like a very nice man.
Do they give him stipends? I don't know when they
probably.
they come. I mean, are they given
couple
like
C notes?
Yeah, because the guy. Can we scroll down? Are they seeing the full picture? Can we scroll down a little bit or up? Yeah, because that guy too. He looks sketchy. Got the baseball hat pulled down. Doesn't want anybody to see who he is. But I love the whole narrative that the left spins. Is that all of the immigrants coming across the border are families and children? Not true. 100% lies. And that's what they did. I don't want you to take any. That's why in the middle of the night, they're flying these illegals into airports around the state of New York at 3 and 4 in the morning because they don't want any pictures.
Well, just to be clear, there's millions of people coming across the border, and we have a picture with 2. So I mean, we can't really make any judgment with two guys walking off a bus.
There was a bunch of pictures.
But
I mean, I don't have time to put them all.
We're going cartel, gang rapers, right?
Well, I don't know that they're gang rapers. I mean, I mean, I don't know that, Tom.
Okay. I mean, he looks like
I mean,
a nice
I only
guy.
know about radio personality.
He
I
look-
mean, I don't know.
He looks like a nice man. I
don't
think
know.
he'll be fine.
So much, you know. I mean, they look like guys who might send you naked pictures. I
possible.
don't know. I don't know without you asking for them. I don't know. There's many questions about, you know, the moral turpitude of these men, and I don't even know who they are.
He has kind eyes, Kimberlina. The other guy's
Yes.
sketchy with the hat. I'll agree to that.
Yes, he certainly does. Do you watch Forensic Files? Do you and your wife
I
watch
don't.
Forensic Files?
No.
Do you watch
Lately,
like,
we've been watching American Idol. Have you into American Idol at all? American Idol's a good show.
I know this is going to shock you. Maybe 15 years ago.
Well, it's the same show.
Okay.
Ryan Seacrest looks younger today than he did 15 years ago.
So I like killer couples and Forensic Files and stuff like that.
All right.
I like Dateline. Austin, you like Dateline? You like killer shows? I like killer shows.
You know,
It
whenever
brings
I
out
actually,
the best in me.
whenever I watch them, I'm like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
I don't like seek them out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this has Dateline Forensic Files written all over it. And what I think is interesting is they've already put out one of the pictures. So the story about this woman in Forest Hills, Queens, I don't know if you've heard about it, but the story has been everywhere. It's this mother, and I think she's from Belarus. Beautiful, right?
Mhm.
Her name is Orsolia Gale. She's 51 years old. She's the mother of a 17 and a 13-year-old. Her husband and the 17-year-old were off on a weekend trip to look at colleges. Her 13-year-old was home at the time, and she went into the city. Again, she lives in Forest Hill, Queens. She went into the city on Saturday night to hang out with some girlfriends, have dinner, and have a couple of drinks. That's the last time she was alive. Sometime on between early Sunday morning and like 5, 6 a.m., she was stabbed to death 60 times. And there's a picture of a guy rolling a hockey duffel bag down the road after he had stuffed her remains in it. There's the picture. So one of the kids in the house plays hockey. There was a duffel bag, apparently. He stuffs her body into the duffel bag and he wheels it down the road and he leaves it. Look at that picture. Look at that.
That's disturbing.
Right? So on Monday, police said they believe.
Looks like a nice neighborhood.
Oh yeah, these are $2 million homes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these are $2 million homes. Her husband,
Street lights and everything.
her husband had his own business. I've never been to Forest Hill, Queens. I'm not familiar with it. But on Monday, police say they believe that she knew her killer because there was no sign of forced entry into the house. She had been stabbed 60 times in the neck, in the torso, and the arm in the early hours of Saturday morning.
What the hell's wrong with people?
I have no idea.
We're screwed.
She then used, so whoever killed her used her phone to text the husband, and it said, "Your wife sent me to jail some years ago. I'm back, and your whole family is next." How crazy is that? So surveillance footage captures whoever that is dragging the bag out of the house containing her body down the street. That's 4:30 in the morning. That's kind of crazy, right?
It's good camera optics for
It's-
4:30 in the morning.
It's because of the street lights.
Well, it's,
That's why, right?
yeah,
That's why you pay so much in taxes in Greece, because we have street lights.
right.
They charge us for those street lights and we're billed for it. That's what we get, right?
It's horrific.
So,
I
I
mean,
know.
what the hell's wrong with people? People are freaking evil.
I'm surprised. I mean, this has been like,
and we would say go to church, you know, but it's the church people apparently they're just as evil as everybody else. So what the hell? We're all screwed.
Church people are the worst.
We're all screwed.
Church people can be the absolute worst. I told you this before we came on the show. I'm like, I have lost faith in in humans.
in human nature.
The species
We're all shot.
the species of humans is I don't know. We've just what has happened? You know, where you could do something like this, or you could
Maybe it's time to just reboot the whole planet, start over.
I'm all for that.
What the hell?
I am 100%, 100% all for a reboot. You kind of you come in with a power washer. Yeah. You spray everything down.
It's going to take like 1,000,000 years to get everything back.
Whatever
but-
it takes. Whatever it takes.
Okay.
Is it overtime? I mean, I don't know. What do you got? You got anything?
I
for
got a couple things.
Kimberly's Revolution. And by the way, we thank our sponsors, Taylor's Heating and Plumbing, and of course, Precision Lawn and Garden and Express Sealers. If you get a chance, go out and hit up our friends at Taylor Heating and Cooling, Precision Lawn and Garden with the new lawnmowers. We know you need a lawnmower,
Yeah.
right?
I need a grill. I got to go get a grill.
I'm sure they have them there.
Yeah. Austin, can you pull up the video I sent you?
You have a video?
The world's oldest dog, 21 years, 3 months old.
Aw.
He's a Florida dog. His name is Toby Keith. How do they know? How do they know, first of all, if this is the world's oldest dog? But this is something I thought you would appreciate.
Okay.
My name is Gisela Shore, and this is my 21-year-old dog, Toby Keith.
He's a Chihuahua.
Aw.
He was born January 9th, 2001. He's been with me since he was a puppy. He's in pretty good health considering his age.
How do they know he's the world's
And he
oldest
does
dog?
a lot of sleeping. But other than that, he's doing great.
Well, like most old people. Does a lot of sleeping. My mom does a-
21-year-old dog.
That's
I would have
awesome.
thought. I would have thought that was way low. If you would have if I would have guessed what the oldest dog, I would have said like 30. I mean, seems like something, right?
I mean, she probably has proof of the date he was born,
Yeah.
and you can see the thing of it is you got to be able to prove it, right?
Right.
So unless you have birth records for the dog, it's tough to prove.
There was a story on social media, got over 100,000 likes.
Wait, I saw that over the weekend. Does it have something to do with text messages?
No. This ecology professor
No, it wasn't
claims-
that. Okay.
This ecology professor claimed that the picture of the Loch Ness Monster, the famous picture of the Loch Ness Monster from, I don't know, hundreds of years ago, was actually a whale's penis.
Okay. I think it's from like 100 years ago. but
Whatever.
Not hundreds of years ago.
Okay.
I don't think we had camera ability. Hundreds.
And then because it got so out of hand,
That is not a whale's penis.
he actually walked it
I
back.
mean, if that's a whale's penis, then I know some guy on the radio that needs to take whatever that thing is taking. That's all I got to
Well,
say.
apparently he walked
Whatever
it back.
vitamins that whale is taking, we should all be taking, right?
And apparently there were no whales in Lake Champlain. See?
yeah.
It's a
Look,
whale's penis.
right. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I don't think there's a whale in the Loch Ness. Is there?
Did you hear the Easter story out of Texas? A parent
No.
went to school with eggs for the kids.
Okay.
And apparently he got the wrong eggs from his wife, who works at a safe sex clinic. And apparently he passed out plastic eggs with condoms in them to elementary
Oh,
kids.
That's frowned upon in the establishment.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
do you
that's
think this
frowned
was,
upon. Well,
nowadays with what they say and do to elementary students, do you really think this is
Oh.
inadvertent, or do you think this was targeted?
I don't know. Come on though. Can you don't check the eggs? You can't see the difference in the I don't know.
They were probably part of the Rainbow Club.
That's what my point is, right? It's an activity from the Rainbow Club. All right. Well, that's
were the condoms flavored?
I got a couple more, but they're stupid. Those are my best ones.
Were they ribbed for her comfort?
Right.
I'm just what? I'm asking.
They were jumbo, extra large.
No one uses those in radio.
No one uses the jumbo size.
Not from what I've seen.
No.
Nope. Not at all. All right, are we done?
Well, I think we are, unless
All
you got
right.
something else.
All right. So is Chad doing his show today?
He is
freedom.
not.
Got freedom. All right. So he's going to be on the show tomorrow. We have our podcast tomorrow. We will be here with Kimberly's Revolution. We hope. We we hope you will also be here with us tomorrow. We will be here at 4:00 doing the podcast. It's Kimberly's Revolution. Please support our advertisers. They support us here. We wouldn't be able to do it without our advertisers: Taylor's Heating and Plumbing, Precision Lawn and Garden, and Express Sealers. We hope that you join us tomorrow at 4:00. And of course,
God bless. Be kind to others. And
Rejuvenate
don't cheat on your
Restore.
wife.
From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor 500 help.